Right. All right, cool. You can unmute yourselves now.
Alrighty.
But who does I want to talk? Who says I want to talk at all?
You could type, you could sign, you could mime if you like. I don't know how effective it would be.
I am currently doing ventriloquism. You just can't tell.
Yeah, it's really her dog talking.
Yeah,
Woof
you
woof.
figured it
baby.
out. That's why you never see barking and me talking in the same scene.
Am I still? Yes, happy dinosaur. I am still alive for the most part.
Oh yeah, and if I accidentally get disconnected from your stream, I apologize. I might get a message from my Uber Eats, and I tend to screw stuff up on my phone.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I love the hair, by the way, Rosetta.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I went a little weird on everybody. I'm going back to more of my old Gothic days. The only reason I'm in red now is because I was sitting there planning Star Trek panels with somebody, and I was sitting there wearing my Star Trek shirt while we do it.
Mm.
Man, it's the lighting because it looks orange to me.
It does look a little bit orange.
That's yellow lighting sucks on red.
Yeah, it's weird how the lighting really does change that because, like, for me, it looks like the caution orange.
That's not that bright. No.
Caution orange.
Smart mouthed woman.
So, if we're going to talk about the kind of orange that is too bright, we need to talk about
Caution boobs. Caution boobs. Caution boobs. Well, that killed it.
No, it didn't kill it. I'm trying to. I was thinking of something to say, but I can't think of anything just yet. Which is not really a surprise, but hey.
So, how's your week been?
Huh?
How's the week been?
It's been better. But I'm not going to talk about that here because it's a stream. We're supposed to be. Oh, we're not really supposed to be having fun. This is actually the first stream I've had in a couple of weeks because I canceled last week's stream because Tristan actually came up here that day. So, I mean, there's no real point to stream together if we're in the same building. Kind of.
Yeah, but you go into a room together and you stream from the same computer and you bullshit that way.
Yeah, but my room isn't necessarily big enough for that. And I don't feel like moving my computer. So
that seems fair. You never used to do the whole LAN where you chuck the whole computer somewhere.
What'd you say, Rosa?
So what I hear is you're lazy.
I'm not dedicated enough to move my entire setup out of my room into the living room for one night just to move it all back.
Lazy.
Yeah. She's got a point. Yeah, I'll grab the beard and the Santa hat while I'm at it, Mike.
Hail the correctness of the boobies.
The
I
what?
need a drink, darling. Boobies is always right.
Yeah, I can test that one. You got to remember, I'm immune, so.
What company owns Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Is that like Warner Brothers? Or is it shared?
Might be.
I thought that was Warner Brothers.
Oh, because I know it was a shared adventure because they had both Disney and Warner Brother characters in it.
I know that, but I thought it was a Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. So if there's going to be censoring stuff, I want to go buy that.
Production company, Touchstone Pictures, Amblin Entertainment, Walt Disney.
No, okay, it was Disney that actually owned it.
Distributed by, yeah.
Man, I gotta say, your opening threw me off because you've got that rolling thunder sound, and it's starting to storm over here.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to. I probably should redo the title because I have AFK on here so much. I might as well put like featuring AFK Bard underneath.
Oh no, I'm just special.
Maybe I'd be on more often if you sent me links more often.
I'm sorry.
Not that I'm saying that I've treated like persona non grata or anything.
No, not at all. She's having fun chewing me out.
Was TWOOD coming or was he ditching?
He's at dinner right now. I think he's with his family. I don't know if he's still up here or if he's gone back home this weekend. But I know he was with his father or family or something. But if he can join, then he'll be here. But if not, that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna go somewhere with this, but I'm not necessarily in rant mode right now, and I'm just fucking mellowed out for some reason.
Because you're being a puss.
I'm what?
Being a puss.
Why?
Fucking man up and rant.
I have nothing really to rant about.
Should have seen me last night. Oh, I don't think I've ever actually gone off like that on a stream before.
No? I missed it. I was sleeping.
Multi-minded Scotty.
Who?
Multi-minded Scotty. I was on his stream and one of his guests. It's an Alinsky tactic to dehumanize your opponent's opinions. What you do is you ask a question and then you keep them from answering and keep claiming they're saying something they never said.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot the last couple of weeks physically. I was really stressed. I was on hormones. He kept doing this and I went ballistic on him. I mean, I went fucking savage.
I believe that.
And poor everything Star Wars was there at the time. Poor Rob. And Rob's just sitting there looking like I couldn't believe I was actually going off like that. It's like, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm sorry came after pulling myself off camera and mic for about 20 minutes so I'd stop swearing that much at that volume. And I sat in chat that whole time cussing the guy out from text.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe sort of nice. I don't know.
I've never gone off like that on a stream before. That was completely new to me.
First time for everything.
It was kind of fun. I took all my stress and all my pain out on one single target.
All right, give me a second here.
Maybe that's why I'm more mellow today. I took all that stress out last night.
There you go.
I had a glorious digital punching bag. Was it wrong? Maybe. Was it fun?
I bought a bunch of pens today that I really like. Only I realized that they're actually cheap knockoffs of the pens that I like, which is not so cool. I thought that they were on sale, and then I bought them, and I'm like, oh, lame. Because they're like these really cool tracing pens that are Japanese, and they're called Deep. Yeah, and they're really cool. And they're a whole bunch of different colors, and they're really, really fine point. That I use them for writing instead of actually tracing.
All right.
I just got to keep working on this page I was working on. Because this thing's freaking massive, and it's taken me 5 days so far.
You know what? You can't rush perfection, right?
Is it perfection? This is so far beyond any artistic range I've actually done before.
Well, I would say as far as an artist, perfection for an artist is current acceptance of a piece. Because you'll never really have that feeling where you look at a piece and you don't at some point start picking it apart. Like that, at least for me, has always been true. Even when I'm like, I love what I wrote, and then I sit down and I don't look at it for a while, I'll go back and immediately start like nitpicking it and being like, oh no, I could have done it this way. Oh no, it's not. But we are our biggest critics. No one else. Like at the end of the day, there could be a room full of people saying it's ugly, but what really matters is what we think.
In my case, it's usually I have a room full of people going, "Oh, that's really good," and I'm sitting there going, "Really? I fucked that up. I fucked that up. That's not good enough. Fuck that part."
Fuck this little line in particular.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. As an artist, you will sit there on this giant piece and you'll find one little line where I don't like how that angled.
And
You fucking piece of shit.
And if it's still line art, you'll spend 10 minutes trying to make it look just right. And then you'll go through and you'll see something else. And you're like, motherfucker, I changed this line and just screwed up this line.
Yep.
So then you'll end up going back through. You'll have a whole. It's like writing a story. You change one little thing, and then you end up changing everything else. You have a whole new fucking drawing.
Yeah, I know both of those. I know both of those experiences firsthand.
It's terrible.
So, I have about 3/4 of this picture done.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be easy to finish the rest.
Why not?
Because the rest is the itty bitty bitty tiny details on all the buildings.
Okay.
I had a flashback to some genie right there. Fine details are good. Good fine details.
Good details.
Yeah.
I like when they come out right. While working on them, I sit there and I go, "Ooh, what the fuck?" But I think my post today is going to confuse some people because I already told everybody I can't say anything about what current art projects are because of their hush hush.
Yes.
But I gave everybody a little hint that's tormenting people, and I've been getting messages going, "What the hell are you talking about? Do I get to see this?"
Oh, what's the hint?
The hint I posted is thing discovered this weekend. I'm fucking good at shading and coloring tits and nipples.
Right.
That's what I posted.
Okay. So you're doing some really nice titty art for somebody. I'm cool with that.
And for some reason, a lot of guys want to know what I'm doing.
Well, are you surprised?
No, I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah. See, this is why I say I'm thankful I'm immune to that for the most part.
To boobs. Salut.
Where the fuck is my water? There it is. Found it.
Cheers.
To immunity.
Wanking.
Wait, did he say wanking?
You got it, wanker.
I got sneaky and some wanking here. Okay.
Yeah, it's like winking, but not quite. Anyway.
No, Michael. This is adult themed artwork for a comic. That's what I can tell you.
So I'll ask you about it off stream. That way you can actually talk about it. But yes, the Fandom Collective, always being nice and sharing the links. They're so sweet.
Fuck, that's going away too fast. I was thirsty.
I've said nothing. No, I don't.
You know, I've got a very healthy collection of my Funko Pops now.
Yes, how's that going?
It's going good. I almost have enough to stop. Yep, always going to be that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll never have enough to stop. So there's always gonna be something new that you'll see. Is like, oh, I want this.
Well, that's true, and I've already started leaning into doing it by getting alternative versions of different characters.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that was still 10 different versions.
Yeah. So I'm sort of the same way when it comes to games. I think there's nothing else that I want, and then I'll find something that I either completely forgot about or just have an sudden interest in, and I'd be like,
I know. The worst part is every once in a while I go through a phase where I really, really, really want to play like Magic the Gathering again or something like that. And then like I'll go and I'll like gather up my old stuff, or I'll go buy a bunch of new stuff. I'll be like, I'm gonna get back into this, and then I don't.
the last time I played Magic the Gathering was 8 years ago now.
Aww. I'm like old school, like boomer Magic, where the cards I dig out are like legit from like 90s, early 90s.
Yeah, I did. I don't have any cards from that anymore.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure that all of them have like either been changed to fit the new stuff or just aren't used anymore because they've added so many new rules.
So many new rules, so many new. I think the last time I played, they added this new thing called Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I'm like, I had no fucking idea what the hell that was. I still don't have any idea what it was. When I started back in 2000, back when I was working in high school. There was an old bookstore up the road in downtown. And that's where I got started. I got started back up when Mirrodin was the new set. And yeah, the artifacts and then the sunburst decks and all that. I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about all that stuff. Like I hung out for quite a while in that community. And then like at some point I went through like that, rebellious phase where I'm like, I'm not gonna play Magic anymore. I don't need this. And like I gave my like super awesome deck to like the kid like next door who like rode the same bus as me. And then like 2 years later I was like, wish I hadn't have done that. But to be fair, he was telling me how he kept kicking everybody's butt afterwards. So at least I know. But, nerds got to back up nerds and whatnot. So I taught him how to play. I gave him the master deck. He carried on the business.
Yeah, I never got too far into it. I think I still have my old Magic cards and everything.
Oh, I loved it. And I transitioned into the Star Trek and Star Wars card games at the time because they were pretty much just Magic clones, but with Star Trek and Star Wars on it. And that was so fun. Because then I could be like, I've got my Romulan ships and my Klingon ships, and so much fun.
And the battle droids and the Darth Maul and the old young Jedi. I remember that. I never got into the trading card scene because, I never had friends. And I surely didn't have any friends that played that crap. So, I'm like,
yeah. I left out because my brother was into that stuff and he had friends. So he would come home and I would never like hang out with his friends, but he would bring stuff back and then we would game together and I would get stuff from him. But most of my friends were not into the cards at all. Like I got my friend into the Magic, but nah.
I was always more into the artwork than the actual game.
The artwork was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of... at first when I was younger, I didn't appreciate the artwork for like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. But then like later I thought it was kind of cool because then I realized that they're letting a whole bunch of different artists like do it, because I always was a person where it's like I like one style in a certain thing, and if you change the style, it bugs me. But then once I realized that that's just their style, is that they don't have a single style, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that.
He brings up, Dinosaur brings up a good point here. I'm assuming you're talking about The Last of Us 2.
Fuck no,
that was a straight sex scene. That's the funniest part.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. I'm definitely gonna get into it at some point, but it's just so fucking retarded. That's actually the reason for the name of the stream. Actually, we were all totally expecting the Inquisition because
really?
that's huh?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's what I named the stream. Yeah, I always put a funny name to these streams on the.
Oh, but I didn't realize you're gonna like, you know, bring the Naughty Dogs to the Inquisition.
No. That's no. What I'm talking about the Inquisition. I'm talking about everything that's going on as a whole. You know, the idea of basically trying to control everything. You know, trying to control thought, trying to control speech, the Black Lives Matter riots and all of that shit. You know, going after people that they disagree with. This whole idea of cancel culture online. The moment somebody gets the faintest whiff that you don't toe the line for fucking the progressive agenda, basically. You know, shit like.
Let me say this clearly. There's only one thing people should be canceled for online, and that is actually literally threatening and doxing people.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason. Otherwise, fuck your feelings.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But that's just, you know, that's the whole idea of the Inquisition. You know, I'm calling it the Inquisition because that's effectively what it is. It's a modern day Inquisition. You know, and obviously, you know, I really don't want to explain the joke of the title right now. If you don't get it, you obviously haven't watched a lot of Monty Python, and that's okay. You need to fucking fix it. But
well, the Inquisition that Mel Brooks did in History of the World is pretty good too.
I have yet to see. I have to watch Mel Brooks stuff. Okay, let's not get to that subject because I'm not interested in a verbal. I'm not interested in a verbal teardown right now. Not because I haven't seen Mel Brooks. To be fair, most of his stuff is foreign to me. I've seen Spaceballs. I've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights. I've seen a couple others, but beyond that,
you just made my heart ache.
It's a matter of finding things, you know. But yeah, the Inquisition. That's, you know, pretty much what it is. You know, you have one group of people trying to basically control the narrative and basically control thought. If you don't agree with us, you're wrong. You know, the only thing they need is the red hats and the red wardrobe and, you know, a fucking cross. And it'd probably be an inverted cross or a triangle pride flag because most of these people eschew the idea of religion anyway. Even though they actually sort of behave in a way that's...
I got news for you. I don't care what people believe, disbelieve. I don't care if you're atheist, agnostic, Christian, Muslim, or you just anything. Whatever you turn to, whatever you treat like it's sacrosanct, whatever you go to in your time of need is your religion. Period.
For the most part. I mean, it depends.
I'll give you a definition thing that I like to look at. We live in the United States, which is a democratic republic, right? That's just what it is.
Off in the background here.
Oh, I know. Sorry, is it too loud?
No, it's fine. I just figured I'd let you know somebody's setting the dog off. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, no. So I've been looking at definitions recently and just like rubbing it in people's faces about like, you know, censorship and whatnot. And literally, I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, look, we live in the United States of America. It's the democratic republic. We have the Constitution for a reason. It gives us these rights. And censorship is just like, okay, listen to this definition and tell me that this is not like part of the whole woke thing, right? It's a political movement advocating class war, leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned and worked and paid according to by abilities and needs by people. That is exactly what they're doing on the far left side. You know, they're pushing this all one philosophy of everybody's one thing, one thought structure. And it's just like, that's not a democratic republic, and that's not the United States. And if you want to be communist or whatever the heck, go somewhere else, you know?
Get the fuck out of my homeland.
Yeah, I mean, like, basically, the two biggest parts of a democratic republic, in my opinion, is the freedom of speech and just the freedom of expression. Like, you don't get that anywhere else, you know, not to the level that we have it here. And anytime that is threatened, that's a threat against the republic. the Democrat Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't matter what is being said either. Like, legit, like, if I don't like somebody and they're shouting at the top of their lungs and saying the stupidest crap ever, I'm not going to go try to censor them because I'm offended by it. And that's the biggest thing that comes with this idea of censorship, right? Is that I'm offended, therefore it needs to not be there. And it's like, well, no, that's censorship right there. Everybody has a right to say and do and express the way they are. And if you start threatening them, then you're actually suppressing the freedom that they have and the right to do it without the fear of repercussions. And that is not that's not the United States. It's unconstitutional. So basically, anytime anybody is pushing that narrative, they are being unconstitutional. That's fact. Look at the Constitution. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just having a hard time discerning you talking with the dog. It's just a little bit. It's fine. It's
That was fine. I could hear it.
Yeah, I focus on two different things at once, though. I'm hearing the dog barking. I'm focusing on the dog barking, and then she's talking. I'm focusing on her barking.
Yeah, but you're a guy. You're not supposed to multitask like we can.
I'll just mute myself for a while because there's a squirrel just sitting right in front of my window.
Okay, that's fine. I want to hear what this dog does to that squirrel.
Oh God, no! He literally is just going to keep barking forever because the squirrel's just sitting there staring. He's so vindictive.
So scare the squirrel off. No, don't do that. It's mean.
Oh my God, there's.
Speaking of mean things being done to squirrels, I've got a story.
Oh, no.
It's not as horrible as it sounds from that intro. Okay. This goes back to, we had a flood here a while back, and when the flood was over, part of the ground of the city shifted and changed, and one of the things that happened from that was that a gap formed in part of my driveway from the foundation shifting. So I was getting patch concrete to fill this in and stuff, and one of the neighborhood squirrels decided that he was going to use that as a stash hole for every acorn he could find in the entire neighborhood. And he got really offended as I kept taking the acorns out as I was trying to put the patch in, and kept trying to shove them back in. By the time I patched this concrete and he couldn't put his acorns in there, he decided he hated me. And so every time I left the house or came home or anything else, and she poofed, but hopefully she can still hear, every time I went anywhere or came home, this squirrel would be sitting in the yard chirping at me, angry, and throwing stuff at me. Until I showed up one day with my goddaughter. And this squirrel started chirping and stuff, and it picks up the acorn and throws it at me, and it landed at my feet. My goddaughter, without missing a beat, said, "You don't throw things at her." The little girl at this time spins around, grabs the acorn, and throws it. It goes across the yard, hits this squirrel straight in the head.
Aww.
That squirrel never bothered me again.
That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It got beamed from a distance. It got beamed good.
I think I heard that like squirrels have really good memory or something like that too. Like they'll remember. So like if you piss the squirrel off, watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll come after your nuts with a vengeance.
Oh. If they're not all squirrels like nuts.
I'm saying nothing.
I've lost. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to look as innocent and sweet as I can. And part of looking as innocent and sweet as I can is to forget the fact that I'm sitting here working on coloring out boobs.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, just imagine Rosetta sitting right there while you're talking, and every word you say, her pencil is just sliding just gently underneath and caressing the precipices of ladies. You're welcome for that visual.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Huh.
How does that work?
Ours is not to wonder why.
Well, ours is not to do or die either.
No, I don't usually use that part of it. Sometimes, depending on who I'm talking to, I'll go, but to shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to rhyme. It just has to be effective.
I suppose.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love a good rhyming poem sometimes, but not to be in the right mood. And by sometimes, I mean I've written thousands of them.
I believe that.
And a lot of them are erotica.
I believe that too. I'm not at all surprised by that.
Oh, thanks so much. Ow, my stupid shoulder
It's
hurts.
not necessarily a bad thing. I'm saying I'm not surprised.
Why is it nobody seems surprised by that?
Say that again slowly.
Why is it nobody seems surprised by it?
Well, how you are, Rosetta? Well, that's not what I meant. I mean, we know most people know you well enough. They know that your mind is generally in the gutter half the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm an angel.
You know, I was gonna
I
say
might need to change my avatar if I'm going to try to say I'm an angel.
I was gonna say something to that on the stream too. See, technically, you being an angel isn't wrong because angels are technically part of God's army, and they would rain hell down on somebody if God told them to. So that's technically not a wrong thing to say.
I'm going to sit here and pretend I don't know what you're talking about. And I might need to change my name and my avatar.
Why?
Because the devil smirk with black lips and saying craziest one doesn't help me with trying to say I'm an angel.
Again, we all know better.
Well, Dino disagrees.
Kicked out of heaven for being suck up.
Shamelessly, but that's not the point. That's why I love Dino more than you.
Hey, that's perfectly fine with me. I need to keep it balanced, so. I say not hated too much, not loved too much. Somewhere right in the middle is good for me.
I'm just sugar and spice and everything nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, that avatar won't work. Neither will that one or that one. No, not that one. Oh, fuck, not that one.
Yeah, definitely not that one. I don't know what that one is, but.
No. Fuck no.
God, I absolutely love the fact that what the fuck was that? Was that something beeping on my end, or was that somebody else's?
I've been muted.
You what? Yeah.
I was just saying I've been muted, so it wouldn't have been me.
No, it wouldn't have been you. But
There's nothing on this end either. I know that. There you go. If you put down his little comment, you can see the new name.
I could. Why'd I want to do that though? Animal protect. Okay, you know what? I'm putting the comment back up.
Fine, I'll make it better than that.
I don't know why the hell I put mice concentration camps in the banner, but whatever.
I could give you information that would actually help you torture me, but I really don't want to.
Why would I want to torture you? I'm not that mean.
It says who?
Says me. I mean, let's think about it. Oh, hey, how's it going? You know, I get the feeling most other people like tormenting you. What good is it going to do if I pile on and start tormenting you more? It takes the fun away. I absolutely love tormenting people, but if everybody else is doing it, it takes the fun away because.
How about I give you a complete dichotomy here?
Why?
I give you this image right there with that name.
What about it?
That says, "Welcome to the Madhouse, bitch." I'm flipping off the camera and it says Perfect Angel of Light below it.
I see that. That's hypocritical humor. That's a good balance.
I don't know why I'm doing this other than I feel like fuck all, have fun.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. Fuck all, have fun. Yeah. I was half prepared to go into rant mode, but I don't really have the energy for it right now. But I was going to motherfucker. I was definitely going to talk about everything going on with The Last of Us 2 because I was at work today. I'm not going to say I was watching videos because I'm not watching videos, doing these things, but I have the phone hooked up to the speakers, and everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm listening to all of these videos. And I was listening to Jeremy's couple of videos. I was listening to a lot of Ryan's stuff that he was talking about. And it's like, that would be a really good topic. Just everything.
Okay, none of those pictures work.
She's still going through everything.
I'm trying to find one picture of me where I can actually look innocent.
Good luck.
Oh, man. Poor Rosetta.
Why do I always look demented in my smile?
Is that a serious question or a rhetorical question?
Oh.
I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to use my image. I'm going to use something much cuter and more innocent looking.
A cat?
No. Cats are just one step more less evil. Mm-hmm.
Well,
no, I didn't say necessarily cat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the kitty.
But I was listening to these videos and I'm getting a real kick out of the fact that everybody hates The Last of Us Part 2 for the most part.
Oh, I was watching PewDiePie play it again today. I'm basically looking forward to watching his reactions to different things. And it's funny because you can see him struggling because like he's obviously entertaining, but as a fan of the original, like you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, and I'm actually caught in a bit of a crossroad here. I don't necessarily want to play the game, but my curiosity is getting the better of me, and I actually want to I actually want to buy the game just to play it so I can make a review on it. That's all I want to do. I want to satiate my curiosity and see how terrible it is.
You should if you want to. I mean, don't do it if it forces you, but if you want to, then go ahead. I don't know much.
That's the quandary I'm in. I knew from the get-go, hearing about all of this.
There, I look innocent in that picture, but I'm asleep.
Oh, I was wondering about the picture sideways.
It comes down to just like any other thing, like when people heard about the last, the Rise of Skywalker movie, right? Like the spoilers, they had that decision of like, I've heard it's horrible. I know it's going to be horrible. Do I want to waste time to watch it? And then there were some people who were like, nah, not gonna. And then there were the people who are like, I have to see it. So I understand if you're invested in the first one and you want to experience it and to know what happens and what they did horribly wrong, then it would make sense that you want to play it. But I would warn you that if you really, really want to do that, you have to hate yourself first as a person. If you're a fan of the first one and you're playing the second one, you're going to be miserable the entire time.
Yes, I already know what's going on half the time. With like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos, so the spoilers and everything is going on. I wasn't really invested in the first one. It was fun. It wasn't anything earth shattering.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it was fucking game of the year stuff. It really wasn't to me. The gameplay itself was kind of annoying. And the story, while good, part of it annoyed me as well.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
I never played it, but I know how people liked it for sure.
Huh?
I've never played it, but I know from when the game originally came out that people were just like enamored by it. It was that's right.
That's what a lot of people. Overall, that's usually what happens with games like that every once in a while. There's always like one or two games, every year or so, every couple of years that just captures everybody and people herald it like it's, some be all end all, epitome of excellent story writing. And I don't want to be the asshole that says this. Okay, I'm fucking lying. I absolutely do.
You love being an asshole.
I love being an asshole when it's justified.
Yeah, justifiable asshole. That's a TV show.
I can say this with assuredness. I'm an asshole, but I'm also a fucking sweetheart. And it completely depends on who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
but what'd you say?
You're a sweet asshole.
I can be very sweet sometimes, but honestly, we all know what I am most of the time.
She's a sweetheart. Don't listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
See, now it's sort of tormenting her because now she wants to play up the fact that she's actually evil and not an angel.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, you're not saying it, but that was the idea.
I just love fucking with people. That's what it is.
Yeah, so do I.
But it's not working.
It's
not working. I'm just sitting here drawing.
No, hey, Ryan is. Hey, man, for real. Hey, look, I know you got a lot of stuff going on. I was hoping, like I said,
I answered you. I've asked him to stream for a while. I haven't even gotten a message back, bastard.
Well, I mean, I sent them the link. I mean,
I don't care. I don't care. I'm just being a bitch.
It is nice that he showed up, though. No, for real, Ryan, man. I know you're much bigger. You got a lot going on. I get it. I figured I'd ask you if you wanted to join because, well, the topic was tonight, and he has, he's been talking about this. I don't know, for how long have you been talking about this now? At least 3 days. Because I was listening to all of his videos. That's sort of why I got thinking the Inquisition, because everything's going on. It's like, I'm half expecting a group of angry people coming out in red hats and red robes, beating people. But no, for real, man. It's awesome that you showed up just to, in the chat to watch for a little bit. But it's okay that you couldn't make it. Really, it is.
My milk, it's delicious.
But no, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Someone bring me back.
Your train of thought is completely off the rails. It went down the cliff. It's dead.
At least it left the station. I'm happy about that.
Bravo.
Yeah, over a month now. Well, okay. Everybody's been talking about it for over a month. But the more recent stuff, yeah, it's been.
I remember when I tried to introduce I think it was a girl character for Thomas the Train Engine a few years ago, and it backfired. That was hilarious. Everybody forgot about that one.
I never even knew about it. So.
Oh yeah, they were trying to do that a long time ago, but back then people weren't super crazy, and they actually got insulted. They're like, "What? So you have to have a pink train to be a girl?"
It's fucking. That's something that there was somebody going on a tweet that I saw that I actually sort of responded to. Now that you mentioned that, it brought that back up. There was somebody talking about what were they talking about? Gender dysphoria and people going on about, people with gender dysphoria just want to be treated as the gender they think they are. And that's sort of like, okay, that's great. But think about this. These are the same the people that are saying they want to be treated as the gender they are the same motherfuckers trying to tell us that gender is a social construct and really doesn't mean anything.
Not everyone. I use Curie Morning for this one because she absolutely is against all these people that are trying to use gender dysphoria to push culture and change it.
Well, but Curie's also not one trying to push things, is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't. What I'm saying is, so I don't take it with that because the ones that are actually pushing it and stuff are the ones that try to claim that gender dysphoria isn't a thing.
That's what I was.
That is a different thing completely.
That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about all of them as a whole. I was just talking about the people that are trying to push this.
No. I'm saying the ones that are trying to push it are the ones that are actually against the term gender dysphoria because they call it bigoted.
Yes, I know. They're against it being in the DSM-5 because they don't like it being called a disorder because to them it's not a disorder.
Yeah, and it actually is.
Yes.
It is a mental and physical disorder, and it does cause damage.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but if your feelings are changing every day, you don't have that issue. Stop trying to pretend that you're going through what somebody who genuinely has a problem is.
Right. I think we're getting a little bit derailed.
Choo-choo.
The fuck? Okay, you know what? Don't do that again, please. That's creepy.
Sorry, I always just think of little
I could do much worse, Atlantean.
That's perfectly fine. I'd rather not hear it right now. My mind is empty. It's been a good day. I have a test date set up, and I am
empty. So pretty standard for you.
Well, I mean, considering if my mind is going 100 miles an hour, I usually can't focus anyway. So yeah, it's a good thing that my thoughts are coming every half a second.
Never mind, that was a joke at your expense.
I get the joke. I was completely eluding it. I said, I'm wise to your tricks, Rosetta. I'm wise enough to sidestep around them without missing the joke.
No, trust me, you are not wise to my tricks.
Wise enough. Okay, you know what? There are some tricks I don't want to be wise to. Okay? And there's some I can't, but we're not going to go down this rabbit hole right now.
Rabbit hole? Wow.
Oh, my fucking Christ. Okay, now she's fucking with me, and I don't like it. Now my focus is getting destroyed. It's kind of...
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Don't you fucking lie. You're not sorry for this. Look, I will say this. It takes a certain hand to actually disrupt my focus enough to make me fucking go, hey, so.
I'm sitting here freaking colorizing tits. What do you want from me?
I don't have high expectations.
Fuck you too.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
I know. I just refer to the name every time I start getting too bad.
Every time you start getting too bad, bad is fun.
Wow.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna be real here. This is a stream where pretty much. Thank you. Oh God, that's awesome. I'm getting a screenshot of this. If the fucking screenshot, there you are, you motherfucker. I have a dual screen setup. So every so often I'll try to open something and then I'll forget that it was on the big screen and it'll show up over there and I'm looking at this screen right here. I'm like, where the fuck are you? It's so stupid. I get so frustrated by having the dual screen setup, yet I still have the fucking thing. So, you know.
Screen, speaker, mic, camera.
Well, so I'm working with limited space. Thank you for that, dude.
I am sorry. I really wasn't trying to go that bad. It's just
No, it's what are you apologizing for? It's fine. I don't really care.
I'm in a mood today.
I believe that.
I don't know why.
But gee, I wonder, Rosetta. What the fuck? I'm hitting random buttons and I'm opening things I shouldn't be opening.
Oh.
Not what I meant.
Did we just have the same thought at once, AFK?
No, I'm trying to type in something into Twitter and trying to tag, and I ended up opening like the history tab in fucking Google. I'm like, you motherfucker, I want to type. I don't want to hit alt. What is it? Like Control H or alt A? You motherfucker. Yeah, Jesus. I'm trying to hit Shift and I hit Control by accident. I'm like, God damn it. That's not funny. It's the same thing when I'm fat fingering, and I'm typing and I fat finger F12, which opens the fucking
Warren directory.
The what?
Phrasing, fan, phrasing.
What? Stop here giggling and explain to me what the hell you're talking about.
You said you were fat fingering things, man. You gotta watch yourself.
And then I said you were fat fingering, delete yourself into the board directory.
Oh my god. Now don't forget to pound a couple times.
Remind me to bring back up when I stream with you two. I'm outnumbered, and you two together spell doom for a second. For instance, I am not necessarily the easiest person to get off topic and distracted, and yeah.
We did it, AFK. We always said we like throwing people off their games.
Yeah,
way to go, girly.
My job here is complete.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so is mine. Maybe we could just ditch him now.
Yeah.
Everybody in chat, let's go over to ours. No, just kidding. No, this is the cool cat.
We're sorry we love you.
Nah,
now go fat fingers some more.
Oh man, as long as you're wearing the glasses, you can't lose.
In certain circumstances, the glasses would probably be real creepy.
Especially with this conversation.
I was gonna say it'll add to the ambiance a little.
Ambiance, if you mean, total creeper.
Creeper, porn enthusiast, whatever.
I don't know. I wasn't going to say it's creepy. Maybe that's your internalized creeper coming out. Oh.
My internalized creeper. I don't find myself creepy. That's the thing.
Oh man.
I've seriously been told like creep people. People I've met. Some of them have told me initially that they thought I was creepy, and I'm thinking to myself, why? Like, what the fuck did I do that makes them think I'm creepy? I mean, obviously, I look like a disheveled caveman that needs to be carrying a club. I get it, but
that's not creepy.
I mean, beyond that, like, what'd you say?
You said a disheveled caveman is actually quite sexy.
Uh-huh.
Just take her by the hair and have some fun.
Yeah. Knock her out, drag her home.
You got to wine and dine them first.
Rough sex. Make it hurt.
Yeah. Just
take it off to eat for the jumbo ribs.
The fact that we're talking about this, the idea just dawned on me. There probably is some kind of fucked up fetish for that.
Oh, no, there is. It's part of the BDSM groups.
I believe that entirely.
I wouldn't know anything about any of that. I'm innocent.
Yeah, sure you don't. I'm not talking about the rough and the beating. I'm talking about the caveman and the grunting.
So am I.
Oh, God.
I mean, if you got people to dress up like babies and have people act like their parents sexually, I mean, I'm sure there's people who like to be cavemen.
You know, I think the caveman thing is more reasonable than.
Do remember Rule 34. There's a fetish for everything and a site for every fetish.
Rule 34 is if it exists, there's porn of it.
Yeah, that's one of the ways it's been said.
And then there's Rule 34A. If porn doesn't exist, it will eventually.
Exactly.
I think the rules of the internet are fucking hysterical.
I watched a 5-cent what is it, slideshow thing, from back like the early 20s or something. I went to one of those like really cool curiosity shows, and you could like put a nickel in, and you watched this thing that apparently was like rated X back in the day for like guys to watch. And it was like just this like black and white, like super short little clip of a lady in a dress walking across the living room and putting her foot up on the table and drawing down her little knickers a little bit on her legs. And it's just like, oh my God, I could see her ankles. And I paid 5 cents. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's progress.
We're going back that way again, by the way, because we're not allowed to show off too much of that lady bod anymore. We don't want to sexualize ankles. So if anything, we should actually encourage more ankles to get covered up. So maybe you should do that. Pictures, Rosetta. Cover up those ankles with a few more boobs, maybe, I mean, you get into those awkward positions in bed, and sometimes there's just boobs everywhere, and you're like, where's the arm?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do anything that's that freaky or unnatural.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
the sky is never blue.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just accidentally fall into a giant orgy. I mean.
No. Let's get this straight. I am only for one man, ever in my life.
Oh, that's really
And I was a virgin at my wedding.
Oh, was. You hear that? Wait, you were not.
Well, I mean, you generally would only have a wedding once, so it makes sense.
Oh.
Now, the things I've done with him since that wedding, I plead the fifth.
Let's not go there.
Let's just say I did research writing erotica, and we'll leave it at that.
Delicious.
Isn't that the key to writing erotica? You have to know what you're writing about?
No, not at all. I've read some really bizarre stuff that you can totally tell was written like by 14-year-olds back in the day. It's hilarious. The things that they think.
Good erotica. Good erotica.
If there is such
a thing. That makes sense.
Oh, yes, there is such a thing.
Really raunchy things that don't make sense.
If you could ever figure out what my old pen names were, there is such a thing. Hot stuff.
That's like saying there's a AAA porn movie. Like, come on. And knowing my luck, now that I said that, some asshole will bring this up and say this one was made with a high budget. Like, fuck off.
Oh, I was going to say, you don't need a high budget. You just need to call the towing company. You got AAA.
Bad pun.
And yet, you can take it literally and say it's a AAA porn.
Actually, there are several porns that are made with high budgets and actually have a lot of storyline.
He knew how to rub her right. She sure got tired. He really jacked her up.
Okay, can we stop? This stream has devolved into something
I don't know.
different.
You let us on together. What the fuck were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking, apparently.
You did it to yourself.
Well, there's part of that too.
Wait, where's the Star Wars meme? We'll have the Atlantean down in the lava, and then you'll be like, "What are you doing?" And then we'll look down at him and be like, "You have done this to yourself, Atlantean."
I'm glad you were enjoying yourself.
Oh
my God,
I'm at the mercy of two women on my stream. Someone fucking help.
You joke about that, Happy, but I bet you if you Googled it right now, you'll find that on fanfiction.net in at least 3 different fics by 3 different people.
There probably is. There's probably
There's
there's fucking comics about it for all we know.
There are these two gamer guys that I listen to on the YouTubes, and every time they play Sonic games, one of them goes on to fanfiction.net and pulls up awful Sonic furry fanfiction when he reads it out loud. And let me tell you, there's this one person who has hundreds of chapters for just Sonic banging every single Nintendo character you can possibly imagine. And every chapter is so graphic and yet so I don't know, physically impossible. Like, whoever wrote it never had sex in their life. And it's beautiful. I think everybody should go online and find it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, just look up some Sonic Triple X, sexy, banging Rosalita and all that kind of stuff. So sorry, took that one off on the side. But, we were talking about fanfics and porn, so, bam.
Atlantean, I'm sorry.
Also, every single one has him taking his pants off. And then you need to stop and think to yourself, Sonic never wears pants.
I know, right?
Why do they always have to write him taking them off?
Because the blue part is his pants.
No, but then that means he has a shirt.
Yeah.
But he never takes his shirt off and he never takes his gloves off or his shoes. That's a guy with commitment, right?
I suppose.
It's just I don't have time for this. I'm the fastest Sonic Hedgehog alive, but damn. Okay, I'm putting way too much thought into this now. Thank you.
You're getting way too deep into the furry porn now, girl.
You know what? It's Happy's fault. He was talking about Alien versus Predator, and Atlantean left it up.
I'm kind of glad Ryan left now.
No, he's watching
the direction I intended to go with this. See, the title was we were totally expecting the Inquisition edition, not we were totally expecting Alien versus Predator Erotica edition.
But didn't you know you never expect the Inquisition?
That is the joke. That is the entire joke of the title.
Oh, so then it's fine that it's not here because we didn't. We expected it, therefore it wasn't.
No,
we solved it.
We've already, brought fruition to your title, so you should be thanking us. Damn it! Now thank us.
Yeah. Let me build you a fucking pedestal first.
Ooh,
hey, I'm colorizing one right now that's underneath the boobs.
Okay, I'm waiting for mine.
I have a pedestal that's about the size of a matchbox. That's about it. It's the best I can do.
And this was a team building exercise for some work thing. We probably would be asked to try to make a pedestal with matches that actually stood. And we could probably pull it off.
An animal nudist? Oh, come on, dude. Really?
Wait, who's an animal nudist?
Happy Dinosaur. He's talking about Sonic. Sonic is always nude. He's an animal nudist. Don't ruin fucking Sonic the Hedgehog with this.
No, Sonic can't be an animal nudist because he chooses to wear gloves and shoes and socks.
That's true.
No. I've got the solution to this. Sonic is not a nudist. Sonic likes run quickly into a place, show off, and leave quickly, and he doesn't have pants on. He's a fucking flasher. He is the Streak from Ray Stevens.
He's an exhibitionist. There you go. Rosetta solved it. He could wear pants. He chooses not to.
Sonic is the Streak. Now we know who the Streak was.
Oh, man. You're killing Atlantean. Oh, man. Too late, man. Too late.
It just came to me. Sorry.
He ran away.
Oh, I didn't run away. I'm just... for fuck's sake.
You brought both of us on. You've given both of us wrenches. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, you're right. I am God. I can do godly things in chat.
In here. And don't take away that wrench. I'm doing as good as I could be.
Motherfucker.
Oh, man. I bought myself a milkshake with my Uber Eats tonight because I just have a thing for milkshakes. I swear to God, I could be like, I'm like that lady from Chocolat that Judi Dench plays. Have you, either of you seen Chocolat at all? It's an awesome movie, by the way. But anyways, there's an old lady played by Judi Dench, and it takes place in France. And she's basically eats chocolate every day of her elderly life, even though she has diabetes. And her family's upset at her. But her reasoning is, I want to enjoy every day of my life like it's my last, and I love chocolate. And I'm like, you know what? I like her.
Nice tweet there, Atlantean.
Oh, you just saw that? He was begging for help a while ago. You ain't getting it. Be happy
out. AFK Bard and Dearest Moon. Help!
Help.
I am the awesome. Yeah.
We were talking about Sonic being the streak from Ray Stevens' song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were originally talking about the fucking Inquisition, then we got started talking about Rule 34. And yeah, the train didn't just get fucking derailed. It got transplanted to a totally different fucking track.
And then it got strapped with a whole shitload of dynamite, and I blew it up while AFK laughed demonically and pointed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
and of
yeah.
course, that trying to put the fucking train back on.
What was that, AFK?
I was going to say it's more diabolical laughter or maniacal than diabolical. Yeah.
You mean the whole evil? Yeah,
there was this character in an anime I used to watch where she'd put her hand backwards to her mouth and go, oh! I was like, yeah, I love that.
Chocolate. I'll be right back.
Can we take a moment to appreciate his tweet here?
What? Diabetic chocolate that's against the Geneva Convention?
Oh shit, that's awesome. Help, fucking Christ.
Oh man. You know, it's a really good movie though. If you like food porn, it takes place in France and it's got a whole bunch of like really cool European actors in it. And Johnny Depp is in it before he was crazy. Like, he plays a legitimately normal character. That's probably why most people have never heard of the movie, because they don't go, hey, it's that Johnny Depp movie. He plays a river rat, basically a gypsy who goes up and down the canals and stuff with, like, a gypsy caravan. It's really cool. And there's just so much chocolate porn, because the movie's main character is Anouk, and she owns a chocolate tree. And she travels around, and she just makes super sexy chocolate and sells it to puritanical towns, and she teases all of them away from their purity. It's beautiful. That's one way to sell it. Yeah, there you go. Another great way. This is a great movie to watch when you feel like you want to stick it to the man, but you also really like chocolate.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What the fuck is food porn?
Oh, wait! You don't know what food porn is?
I don't spend a lot of time on the internet figuring this shit out. So
it's a phrase. It's not actually a type of porn. Before the internet got too crazy, and there actually was stuff like mukbang or anything gross like that. Food porn is just something
glorious porn.
A descriptor you used when something was just being glorified. So like if you had it's like this movie, there's a bunch of chocolate in it, so you could say it's chocolate porn, because it's just like you have chocolate slow-mo pouring into like shapes, and you have people slow-mo eating things with chocolate on it. But it's not, like food porn where I'm sure nowadays you could look it up and have someone banging a chocolate Easter bunny. Like that's different.
I don't need that image in my head, thank you.
That's why they make them hollow.
That's even worse.
AFK, what was that discussion we had with Gilkey where we said that neither of us ever causes trouble and we're angels?
Never. We were invited. We were just doing our part.
We're just trying to make the stream interesting for him so he gets viewers.
It's like if you accidentally invite a vampire into your house, is it really the vampire's fault? I mean,
how the fuck do you accidentally invite a vampire in?
Well, I mean, I won't, but just in case. I mean, I'm not insinuating.
No, not at all.
Nah.
You guys would be a nightmare to know in person. I swear to fucking God.
Totally. Food porn and food porn. But yeah, mukbang is probably the one that I probably run away from the most.
Just think Atlantean, Drunk, and Ryan have both dealt with me in person.
Who?
Man, they survived.
Drunk and Ryan have both dealt with me in person.
They probably have a higher tolerance.
My puppy's looking at me. I think he's silently judging you.
Speaking of chocolate.
No, get that chocolate away from my dog. Oh, yummy.
It's diabetic chocolate.
You know, that just doesn't sound as tasty as chocolate.
Dino! I fucking love you, Dino.
Oh, I just noticed the tag. Oh my God, Atlantean.
What?
That's the little ticker you got going on there. I just noticed it.
You just that's been sitting there for like 20 minutes now.
Well, I have an itty bitty screen that I'm not looking at.
Okay, with the conversation we've been having, do not start a sentence with "I have itty bitty."
Itty bitty is nice.
Suck that.
Well, it also depends on what's itty bitty and what isn't.
I don't want to fuck my itty bitty screen. Y'all heard it.
Go away. Go away.
She already offered.
We totally derailed the fucking stream. Thank you.
No, I blew the fucking rails up.
You what now?
I blew the fucking rails up.
Yes, we know this.
And I'm like the little cart driving behind on like the Indiana Jones 2 temple ride. That's me. I don't need no train. You know, that's going to be next. We should probably buy that one. Everybody go buy Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in every format that still exists. Because you know they're coming for that one. It's so inappropriate.
I already have it.
Good news is I already have it on one of the oldest formats around.
Oh, which one?
VHS.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I could one-up you, but not on that. I have some beta tapes and a beta player.
I think that's older than VCR.
It's kind of like the Blu-ray to the DVD of the at the same time, and everybody thought that beta was going to be the next thing, but it died.
Sawed off. That's Parrot Head. Okay. Yes, I just Parrot Head. I just Thank you. I really needed that.
I'm an innocent angel, damn it. Somebody must believe me.
They didn't tie me to anything. I willingly laid the fuck down the moment I invited them.
Down. You just didn't try to run away. You just sat there going, "What the fuck are they doing?"
I knew what you were doing. It's just I'm just going with it.
I'm having fun in chat with Happy, by the way. Happy's awesome.
Happy is sweetheart.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. Phrasing, she says.
Yeah, because you're stuck on the railroad tracks and you're never going to get off.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing.
It's our stream now, girl. What are we going to do to fuck this shit up?
What are you fucking up?
My husband.
Oh, you're going to fuck your husband on stream? All right, man.
Not on stream. What the fuck, Walkman?
So I don't think YouTube would like that very much. I mean, it's a little late to put the restricted tab on, and Facebook is sure as fuck wouldn't like that.
Well, just give him a. You can make it transformative. Give him a paper bag and put that "Fuck Naughty Dog" sign on it, and then have take him in front of the screen. It'll be just like reenacting that really infamous scene from the trailer.
We have to invert that because he's going to be hitting me, not the other way around.
Oh, there you go.
He is not freaking Kristen Poulter. He's not getting paid.
Oh, man.
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
See, I'm glad we're working for the beat now so that when it happens later, we'll know exactly what's going on.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, okay.
Check the name.
Just like Lucifer.
Well, she didn't say whether she was risen or fallen, so.
I just have this image
that one.
This image in my head of a super flaming Lucifer who's fallen over. He's like, "Oops, I've fallen and I can't get up."
Oh
yeah.
Christ. Knock it off. This is what I get for having two twisted women bouncing ideas off of each other. Because both of these women alone. Well, Rosette is a bit twisted even by herself, so I can't really go that far with her. But AFK usually isn't this bad.
No, I'm not twisted. I'm a spring. I was made this way, and I bounce.
Okay, I'm done.
I bounced too, but that's on the bed.
I'm my fucking Christ. I'm done. Help!
And today was the last day we ever saw the Atlantean again. And
the last words you hear is "Help! I'm done."
Yeah, the last thing you hear me say is like, "Yep, I'm done," and the last thing you actually hear is chopsticks hitting the ground. Because I'm just fucking.
Not the chopsticks.
Oh, at least he's not using those in the bathroom.
What now? At least I'm not using them. What? You want to stop your squealing over there and tell them what you said?
I said, at least you're not using them in the bedroom.
In a certain sense, I am in a bedroom and I am using them, so.
Oh, no trying to talk this down out of the X rating I meant.
Well, but I'm just saying, technically, I am using chopsticks in a bedroom. Just
quit trying to kill my X-rated joke, damn it!
I'm not trying to kill anything. I'm just diffusing it a little bit.
No, you're not.
Fuck yes, I am.
You have lost control.
Never had control to begin with. You act like I had some super plan for the stream. Like, yeah, I'm at.
How about I'll be quiet for a few minutes. I'll go back to coloring titties.
We'll start talking about boobies so you can go and color some boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that every stroke of her hand is caressing the underside or upper part of a boobie.
One thing you got to remember is you got to get those shadows right, so it really looks like they're hanging just a little bit, and there's some darkness underneath. Otherwise, they look like bad implants that are trying to poke them in the face.
Oh, toad.
Self-death by spork. Oh, fucking hell.
Dude, if you could do a sport, that would be, like, epic.
I don't know what to say at this point other than You know, AFK, usually we cause a lot of trouble when we're together.
No.
I don't know why.
We raise a ruckus of awesome, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Parrot Head, you don't have to tell me about what Drew is like to deal with. Trust me, you don't have to tell me about what Drew is like to deal with. In fact, I used to stream with him when I had the time, so...
Beware the Drew.
He started streaming on my channel. I was on his shows many times. I know exactly what he's like. And I'm worse
Drew
than
Drew is pretty cool.
And I am worse than Drew. Although, at least unlike Drew, I did not get caught with freaking nipples reflecting in my glasses while I was on stream looking at a computer.
Who's Drew?
Supreme Heretic.
Oh, he saw some boobies.
Oh no, I had to kill one of my streams because you could actually see nipples reflecting on his glasses from what he was looking at on his computer.
You know what? That's sweet, man. Good for him. He's multitasking. He's talking to you and looking at you. Although, let me question his sanity, because he doesn't need to look at a different stream in order to see some titties.
We call each other bro and sis. He doesn't need to look at me. That'd be creepy.
Well, I don't know. I saw in Game of Thrones that's kind of a natural thing for family members.
Oh my God, no.
Also, to grab them by the hair and ride them bareback style. I think that way you don't actually notice that they're family.
You know, I'm not even gonna act surprised anymore.
I mean, you'd probably forget at some point.
All these women look the same once you have them bent over, right?
Just tell yourself you have a certain type and you're always doing it. We've got a dinosaur in chat and a parrot head.
Can someone just yank on these a little bit, please? Just fucking. Just, you know, just help.
At least I'm actually wearing a t-shirt today and not one of my freaking cleavage shirts with this conversation.
Why is that a good thing?
I don't need my chest hanging out today.
No, we don't need that.
Today.
Oh, well, to differ. That's like saying you don't need a sunny day.
No, we had a sunny day. It wasn't enjoyable.
That's because her titties weren't hanging out.
Hey, what can I say? FK is a fan of my boobs.
I think most everybody is.
I gotta say, there is...
Parrot, trust me, Becca does not have a copyright on cleavage, or a lot of freaking women would be trying to kill her.
I'm going to say right now, I tip her whenever she does her booby stream.
I tip her, and I'll send her tips that say things like, how do I make all the men in chat happy? And I'll send her like several $2 streams.
There you go. Yeah. Good old Mecca. So clearly what we need on your channel now, Atlantean, is that you do a little booby bounce or something every time so you can get some tips going here.
No, what we need right now is we need somehow to figure out how to bring like Milestone and Mecca in here too to just really go to town on him.
No.
I wonder if I can.
No. Okay, you know what? I don't know Mecca. If I get to know Mecca a little bit, maybe. Milestone, I don't even think Milestone knows I exist.
But I could see if I could send her a link and if she'd actually take it without knowing where she's going. She's kind of my girl. We text each other all the time.
All right, hang on. I'm hang on a second. I'm going to.
You know, this is what happens when TWOOD isn't around. He misses out on all the fun.
TWOOD, all right. Tristan keeps me grounded. I bounce ideas off of him like you two bounce ideas off of each other.
Oh, we do that.
We bounce other things. Trust me, we bounce other things.
Hey, you know, motherfucker. I'm trying to fucking remain concentrated. Fuck, I can't even speak anymore.
Oh, we left him speechless.
No, you didn't leave me speechless. I lost my ability to speak. There's a difference.
We rendered you speechless.
Well, to be completely fair, I never have a really good ability to speak anyway. If you hear me in real life, I stumble over words more than Michael Jack. Motherfucker. See what I mean?
No, no. You know what?
I stumble over words more than Michael J. Fox stumbles over himself in an earthquake.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea either there, buddy.
Well, I was going to say, it's, you know, a lot of people who have that tend to get irritated with themselves, but it's actually a sign that you just think really quickly. You're actually thinking faster than you would. So don't think that as a bad thing, you know? You're just like, you're in a hurry to get somewhere. Don't beat yourself up.
It's not necessarily in a hurry. I don't beat myself up over the fact that I can't fucking speak. I'm well aware of the fact that I can't fucking speak all that well because I'm thinking of something and I'm trying to say two different things at fucking once. Or in the case of they didn't break me. I'm already broken. Say I'm a very tame individual. I was broken a long fucking time ago.
I sent her a simple message. It said, "Are you available? I'm trying to totally fuck up a stream I'm on."
Oh my fucking.
So we'll see if she's available and notices the message.
You know what? I'm just going with it at this point. The title of the stream usually is just a joke anyway. It's never really about what the topic is. So I'm not feeling too bad.
Hey, I think we're having a blast.
No. I think you guys are having the blast, and I'm over here just thinking, what the fuck did I get myself into? I'm the person that I'm. Have you seen my Last of Us 2 video that I made a long time ago?
Mm-mm.
Well, there was a moment at the end where I just pretty much have a mental breakdown and I climb down out of the chair under the table and I just fucking scream. That's me right now. You two were having a blast. I'm the guy just, with the camera off and the microphone far away going, ah! It's just...
No, tell me.
Yeah, I'm usually beating myself up with doors and everything. Parrot head. Don't get the wrong idea. I walk into architect.
You're beating yourself like Walton posted saying he was doing earlier.
The what? Who?
Walton posted earlier saying that I apologize for masturbating too much. I'm doing it right now.
Oh yeah, I know. Gotta give him a hand for that.
He actually posted that?
Yes.
No, for real. I fucking walk into architecture. What the fuck is an architecture?
Your ass stoned.
My ass is not stoned. My donkey hasn't smoked lately.
Okay. Lately. So you have used your to smoke before. That's an interesting thing.
I've used the donkey to smoke. No, I let the donkey smoke crack. It's fine. Keep the donkey on crack keeps the chicken next door away from my fucking window, okay?
Yeah, if you let the donkey smoke, he's not going to do shit.
That's the point. The chicken won't go near him.
Who else could I possibly get in here who could really fuck up a stream?
You guys aren't fucking up a stream. You're making it fun.
I love the idea of just like the donkey going to town, like just going batshit crazy on a chicken.
Can you imagine that? Just like a goat. Just imagine a goat just fucking drop kicking a fucking chicken.
I know where to put this. Fuck it. I know where to put this. Don't
put a link. Don't Don't put
I'm
a
not
public
putting
link.
it. I'm not putting it publicly. I was going to put it in a group I'm in.
No. Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, you're such a spoil sport.
There's a lot of people I don't know.
But this is how you get to know them.
I don't want to know people. Rephrasing. I don't want to know people that fast. We went over this last night in the thing. The thing.
Fine. You're such a spoil
If you
sport.
want, I am not a spoil sport. If you want to invite some people from the group and see if they can create havoc, that's fine. But I really,
Ian.
Just saying. Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking incredible. Oh God, that was so awesome. Have you guys seen that?
Okay, I'll give it to one person to start with. How's that?
I thought you were gonna try and get Milestone in.
She hasn't answered yet.
Okay.
Bring Walton in, and we can ask him about his fucking wife.
If you can get a hold of Steven and bring him in, that would be amazing. I say because I know he does streams on motherfucker.
No, he does not do streams on motherfucker.
Shut up. I was going somewhere with that, and then I dropped my chopstick because I'm fucking out of focus. And I just threw my chopstick. Where the fuck is my... where are my chopsticks?
Oh, God. We're horrible.
All right, hang on a second.
Yes? What is a wind turbine's favorite kind of music?
I don't know, but it gets blown a lot.
It gets blown to its favorite kind of music. It's a heavy metal fan. Get it? Because it's a wind turbine. Ah, man. Good times.
Oh, I'm just trying really hard right now to maintain myself. No, I decided to be merciful on him. So the person I sent it to is a smaller account and a really good friend and somebody more trustworthy for things. But he is crazy. Because he's talking about co-hosting a show with me.
Oh, which one's crazy? The one that you're inviting, or are you describing Atlantean as crazy? Hello, you. My little puppy is in the window. Boop, boop. Wow, it's gone quiet. Did we?
I'm scheming. Shh, I'm scheming.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think the Atlantean just ran away. He told us he was coming back, and I don't think he is.
Ran away, or is it the girls have got him all hot and bothered, and he has to fix it like Walton would?
Oh, well, there you go. Now the question is, would he apologize for his privilege of being able to do that? Because I gotta say, it's really unfortunate. Because for me, sometimes it's a lot harder to do that in certain places, and I think the guys, they have an unfair advantage. So, the fact that he's kind of phrasing, rubbing it in our faces right now, it's kind of rude. You hear that, Atlantean? For shame. Let's see. Oh, what starts with an E, ends with an E, and only has one letter.
Wait. Considering how much we've been talking about sex and sex toys, let's not talk about rabbits, considering what that is, if you know much about sex toys.
Oh, a what?
A rabbit.
Oh, I didn't say rabbit.
No, I'm talking to chat. Because a rabbit is a vibrator.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rabbits are pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'll hit the spot.
Oh, my fucking Christ. What the fuck did I come back to?
Well, you're the one who abandoned us.
I didn't abandon you. I told you I'd be right back.
That's like kids to behave.
Hunting rabbits. Oh, my fucking Christ. Yeah, I have a collection of them hanging on the wall. They're dead. They have bullet holes in them. That's another low-key joke, if anyone caught that one.
I'm hunting wabbits, and I'll tell you where we can stick them for some fun times.
Oh.
Yeah, oh my fucking Christ. Help. Look, someone in the chat, just call me a psychiatrist or something, please. Help me the fuck out.
Google it.
And I'm a horn dog. What's your point?
You can actually get a tattoo of Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm a psychiatrist. And I said, you're a psychiatrist, and I'm a fucking horn dog. What's your point?
I said I am a psychiatrist. I didn't say I am a psychiatrist.
You didn't say it right. Grammar.
Grammarly. Grammarly is actually really annoying. But, it's good for people who don't want to know how to write on their own.
It's also good for people who want to actually be able to write without sounding like a fucking first grader.
Well, I mean, you can learn from it, but I encourage people to do it on their own, because otherwise they get lazy and they don't put a lot of thought into their conjugations and stuff like that.
Meatloaf a day?
Ooh, I love Meatloaf. Both the music and the meat.
I know where this is going.
Gotta say, not a lot of people would agree with me, but Meatloaf in Rocky Horror Picture Show was hot to me. I loved Meatloaf in that, when he was riding around on his motorcycle and he was getting all hot and bothered and shit. Eddie.
You lost control.
Giving some Rocky Horror love over here.
You've lost control, Atlantean. Fix it.
But you never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, got all hot and bothered over one of the characters wearing something questionably non-gender specific.
Oh, come on, just sing Sweet Transvestite already.
I'm Sweet Transvestite from Transsexual, Pennsylvania. There you go. Yep.
Wow.
I prefer the to Touch Me song, actually. Thank you very much. There's a lot of titty groping in that one.
Glad you guys are enjoying yourself.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
What is it? Something fulfill me. Creature of the night.
Admiring the wonderment of what God gave me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what she's giggling at more. I don't know if she's giggling at what she's saying or giggling at the fact that she's just throwing me off.
That's a good question.
Little column A, little column B, little column C, which you don't want to know what C is.
And if you tip it over far enough, all of the letters just kind of fall in there anyway. So just go.
Yeah, you get all twisted up on the floor and start having an orgy.
What the fuck are we making? Alphabet soup?
No, alphabet orgy.
That's what an alphabet soup is.
Nah, alphabet soup is a swimming pool. The orgy is Mr.
Hungry.
All right, fine.
I want some alphabet soup. Oh, SpaghettiOs, actually. Those are delicious. Honestly, you are never too old for SpaghettiOs. Don't ever let someone tell you otherwise. Because one day your little inner child will just have a craving, and if you have that can in your pantry just waiting, you'll crack it open, warm it up, take a spoonful of it and be like, oh my God, childhood, it's spaghetti and meatballs in little O's and X's. Yeah, good times. Hammer incidents?
Yeah.
Huh.
Basically, you can't touch him.
I see.
My sense of humor doesn't work with you two.
I was trying to figure it out, but then I was like, hammer and sex, and then I just couldn't get past that.
Yeah,
image.
see, that's what I'm saying. We're on two different wavelengths at this point.
Well, you're not on the sex one yet?
I try not to go there.
I know, it's awful. It's all Rosetta's fault, isn't it?
Oh, fuck off!
You.
Oh, Rosetta's fault. You had a fucking hand in it, too.
Oh, she had a hand, a tit, her mouth, whatever else she's using.
Okay, you know what? Knock it off.
Hey, I didn't say any.
Why? What do you mean knock it off?
I give up.
So sorry, man. It's like the Atlantean after hours.
Fuck that. Yeah, all I need to do now is get a top hat, a fucking cane, and a fucking cigar.
I don't know. I'd kind of go for the Huggy Bear look myself.
The what?
You know, like go for like the pimp look with like the big colorful like fur coat and like a whole bunch of gaudy rings on your fingers, and then you can like chill with us.
Why would I need a fur coat and the gaudy rings?
Well, because then you could chill with us and it'd be like part of the group. Like Huggy Bear.
Who?
Because we need a pimp.
Yeah.
Pimp you guys out. Fuck that.
Well, you are technically on your stream. We're on your.
I'm not pimping you out.
Oh my God, Atlantean, what are you doing? You're trying to pimp us out? You horrible human being, you. Is that what you've been doing this whole time? Ah.
If y'all had any objections, you wouldn't have come on in the beginning, so.
Aw. Well, maybe it's because
Look, I'm just saying it's really sexy if you got a strong pimp hand that can put her in her place.
I prefer a cane or a wallet, to be fair, if you're going to hit me with it. I go old school. Come on.
Oh.
In school, we had this thing in my group of friends where every once in a while someone would pull a wallet out, and if you were slow enough and they hit you with it, that you had to be their slave for the day. So that's awful. Okay, I don't have that. I'm being nice and innocent over here with my screen being off.
Nice and innocent.
I don't have a giant paddle.
I'm pretty sure.
I painted myself. I painted myself. I made it myself. Made and painted it myself.
How fitting.
Wow! Where is it at?
How appropriate.
Just refer to the
name. I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm laughing at what Parrot Head is sending me on Twitter.
What?
Sliding into your DMs?
Nah, not really. It was more of an invitation, not sliding in. But no.
My God.
No, he's just tagging me in a lot of stuff.
I should be able to find this stuff if I go to your page and just look through tweets and replies.
Nah.
Da.
Oh, I said, look at the walrus. I gotta say, I did not like the walruses in Skyrim because they always tried to kill me.
Anything in Skyrim tries to kill you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the walruses were really annoying because you're like in the middle of nowhere, and then they kill you, and then you have to like start way over, like far away from there.
Where's Parrot Head?
Wait. Are you still in your DMs?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I almost have all of my collection of everything, and I'm so excited. I have to move on to something else now, so I have to decide what else I want to be obsessed with.
Jobs?
Something new to be obsessed with.
I'm done.
You mean something we haven't already done and done? I
mean, really. I mean, everything's is like there's no original thought anymore if you really think about it. It's all an execution.
Well, I can tell you I've done some unique and original ideas in regards to what I'm talking about.
Okay, can we get off the subject, please?
I was trying to bring it back to the Inquisition. I said execution. That was for you to grab onto.
I'm not grabbing onto anything right now.
Grab it hard and squeeze.
As much as I want to, I'm not going to. I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you guys.
For some reason, my stream crashed. I'm not finding tonight.
Say that again.
For some reason, I haven't found my stream crashers tonight.
Okay. Oh, yeah. AFK, what did you say? I couldn't hear you over Rosetta.
We weren't supposed to talk about rabbits anymore, and you talked about a rabbit.
So, Violet.
Don't go in holes in this stream, remember?
You know, I'm trying.
You're trying so hard.
I'm not trying hard to do anything. I'm just talking.
Oh, he's hard, huh?
Don't worry. I'm going to have to get going so you can at least get a little bit more on track.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be on track. Anyway.
Oh.
Thank you for letting me come and torture you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want some more, feel free to invite me back next weekend. Oh, man. You're a good time, man.
Oh, you're leaving. I can't get my crashers. This is killing my fun.
Oh, hang in there, you guys. Now, Happy and all of them, keep Atlantean and Rosetta in check here, okay? Everyone just say something inappropriate and make them highlight it and then say it out loud so that they can be remembered that I'm not there to say it for me. Thank you.
If I can get Jesse's attention, trust me, this place would get fucked up enough.
Yeah, joy.
Because me and Jesse together, I think it's actually worse than me and FK together.
You know, I'm thankful that you guys only torment me on stream. You guys don't torment me anywhere else, so I'm happy about that.
Ooh.
What?
Tough love. It's tough love. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
That was a really dumb thing to say, Atlantean.
What?
Because you just gave me ideas.
Like you need me to feed you ideas.
Welcome to hell.
Anyway.
We never really had any real conversations.
No, we didn't have any real conversations about much of anything tonight. Wait, are we talking like tonight or just in general?
Tonight.
Yeah, fuck off.
Hey!
We started with nice conversation.
Who is off and why do you want me to fuck him? All I can say is I'm really glad you don't know about a feature that I found out about the other day.
A what?
One sec.
Yeah, it's probably something we're not going to be able to say on stream. Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and what's the point?
Well, last night I had Orange renamed as Orgasm Mass for a while. I had Hunky Chunky as Cactus Ass. I had Gelf Walker, who is the main moderator for freaking Umbrella Guy, on my panel under Girth Wanker because I was fucking them all up because of that feature.
Of course you were. I wouldn't know how to use that feature. I don't know how. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
You see the direction there? Click that. Just give a name that you think is appropriate.
Yeah, okay.
This is how you prank people.
All right. Yeah.
And then, of course, you can't have somebody's thing up, or otherwise you can't see what you do. This is where I'm teaching him how to prank his guests.
But why would I want to do that?
For fucking fun. I'm going to use that feature next time freaking Kindle comes on my channel. I swear.
But that's the thing. I don't necessarily take my time messing with people like that.
I do.
I believe it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this fucking stream got totally derailed within the first 20 minutes.
I don't know why he is tagging me in something that is appropriate for Stephen Walton, not me.
Don't know. Welcome to Chop. You know, I freaking love the fact that Chaz has been renamed to Chop. So what the fuck does Chop mean? Chop. Like Chaz. Shooting in Seattle's Chop. Oh, fuck off with this Chop shit. Excuse me.
But you should have tagged Walton in it. I should have had to tag him.
Tasty government cheese.
Fuck government cheese.
And fuck the Washington Post with their fucking subscribe to read more. Like, go fuck yourself.
Do you know what my favorite GIF right now on Twitter is?
What?
Like, somebody recreated the Disney GIF so that when it does a little burst at the beginning, it says, go fuck yourself, and then with a cactus. I use that on everybody.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. Oh my fucking Christ!
You gotta parrot head. A word of advice: you gotta plan your trolling right. Trolling me with things about coffee just doesn't work because I don't have anything to do with fucking coffee. You gotta theme it right. So you gotta troll me about things like erotica and stuff.
That's not much of a troll.
Oh, it can be if you do the right stuff.
That
innuendo's meant.
Yeah, I can't. I'm done.
Just a piece of advice, like my torturing okay, my favorite troll moment was actually something I did on Drunk's stream, no less. What? From the chat. He had a panel, and he had Kindle and Nerdrotic and Jeremy on with him. I'm in chat. They were picking on Jeremy about before he used to wear his hat years ago.
Before he used to wear his hat.
I sent a super over to have Drunk read to him that said that Jeremy looks better the more of him's covered up. This gets better. He reads this to him, and Jeremy actually goes, ow. As he does this, you can hear all the guys going, yeah, you heard her. Pull your sleeves down, you ugly bastard, and stuff like that. But I went in, and I screenshotted the moment his face went, ow, as it was being read to him, and tweeted it over to him and his followers over on Twitter.
That is awesome. I'm actually gonna miss Jeremy being on Twitter. It was so much
I
fun
know, he was
watching
so much
him.
fun to torment there. He was so much fun.
Well, I never really got around to tormenting him.
Oh,
I'm not
I
gonna
did.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really interacted with Jeremy all that much.
I've been trolling him since last September.
I mean, I've made a few tweets that he would like and he would respond to and everything, but beyond that, I don't have a rapport with him.
When I spent time with them in person,
yes, that's
I was walking beside him, taking pictures of him in his pre-ripped jeans, telling him that he was a basic bitch walking the ghetto catwalk. I do to their faces too.
Oh, I said nothing.
But he was a very good sport about all of it. And he was actually very nice to me.
I say Jeremy seems really great with a lot of stuff like that.
He's actually very nice. I hate saying that because it's more fun to torture him.
Yeah. No, Jeremy is fun to. Jeremy was a lot of fun watching on Twitter, tearing people apart.
I don't know. Half the time when he was tearing people apart, I'd be tearing him apart in the comments. Even when I agreed with him.
Well, that's what you do, though. You just mess with people.
I can neither confirm nor deny this. All I can say is I'm wonderful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am.
I said nothing.
I have my way about me.
Yeah, I said nothing.
My way comes from years of twisted stuff I've been put through.
Doesn't really work with headphones on, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
No, I know it doesn't. It's pissing me off. I was trying to figure out a way to put it on and still have my headphones working. I actually have a set of Bluetooth headphones that doesn't fucking get picked up by this Bluetooth device hanging out of my USB port. But it'll pick up everything else that I plug into it. It'll pick up a fucking cheap ass speaker, but it won't pick up anything else. Oh, the trolling seems to have stopped now. Now you don't have anybody to bounce ideas off of.
No, I'm scheming.
Oh, good joy.
Trust me, I don't need help.
I said nothing.
Well, I do need help, but you're not qualified to give me that kind of help. Only an I Love Me code is.
A what?
I Love Me code. It helps you hug yourself all day. Strap me in one of those tight, and then, well, we could go back to the other stuff. Oh, fuck!
That would be a topic for you and your monkey, not me.
Hello, Drew. How you doing? I'm sorry No, he's been going through a fucking lot.
Yeah.
How you doing, honey?
I haven't heard from him in ages. I'm sorry. It's like everybody's gone ape shit. Like everything's gone weird.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. 2 hours into the stream, we spent an hour and a half talking about everything but.
No, not everything. Okay, but you really want to say the word but considering what me and AFK did to your stream?
You make it sound like a bad thing.
We turned it into about almost 100 minutes of really dirty, pervy jokes.
Yep.
Oh, Drew. I keep telling you, you can call me. For fuck's sake, misery loves company.
Neuron.
I could have had this stream crash, but you wouldn't let me post it in groups.
You know, if you want What now?
I just got tagged in a picture of a straight jacket. Only it's a full body one.
Isn't that something BDSM people have?
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm an angel.
Okay. Yeah, until AFK comes back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Check
the name right now. No, it hasn't. You're just going through a hard time, and when you get done with it, you're going to kick ass again. Besides, I understand that feeling. I've had to cancel so many fucking things. It's not even funny lately.
You'll be fine, Drew. You'll get through it, bud.
You will. And you will call me if you start feeling really horrible. I am here for you day or night. Now I'm being... You little bastard!
I was wondering how long it took before you noticed.
I'm going to taught you that trick, you selfish little bastard!
You shouldn't have.
Hey, I'll leave that one. Oh, crap.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. That's getting a screenshot.
You better hurry because I'm changing that.
Oh, already got it. You shouldn't have taught me that. I don't know why the fuck I'm adding to it, but we're so fucking. The stream is already, it's like we've already gone fucking off the rails. It's not like I had a. It's not like I had a planned.
Were we ever on the fucking rails when you brought in me and AFK right at the beginning?
Okay, to be completely honest, this stream is mostly just a bullshit stream. It's not like I have a set plan for anything. It's usually just a bullshit stream. I'm not gonna say I'm bad when it comes to planning things and everything, but when it comes to a stream, I don't necessarily give a damn if it's organized or not. I mean, because that's what it's for. It's just a stream to sit and have fun. If we find something to talk about, I mean, it's not like I have a massive crowd of people watching anyway. I mean, the small crowd is amazing. I love it, but. So it's a bit fun to just let it roll. What? Come on, man. Drew. Jesus Christ.
Drew, if I don't hear something better than that.
All right, hang on.
Do I need to call you here? I'm serious now. Do I need to call you here?
You need to start a new hashtag. There you go.
Do I need to call you here, Drew? I'm being serious. I may be a crazy bitch, but I have a heart. Send him the link. Here, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, you do it. I say you're trying to get everybody else to do it, so trying to fucking stream crash.
Yeah, a bunch of pussies want to do it tonight.
Huh?
Yeah, I said the bunch of pussies want to do it tonight.
Maybe you should share it to a group, see if anybody joins.
I think at this point we kind of need to have a cheer up session.
We do. We do. I'm gonna say I haven't been able to talk to Drew in quite a while, so.
And you have the link, Drew.
Hail. Oh God. That is awesome.
I am sharing it out. We need to cheer him up.
Yes.
Tactics change.
What?
I said tactics change.
All right, hang on a second. Hey, how you doing, man?
No, how's it going?
We love you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
For what?
Dude, everything was going so good, and then this shit happened to me, and it brought everything to a screeching halt. It turned me from multitasking to useless, and
You're not useless. You're going through a hard time and you'll be good again. What was it you told me when I couldn't get out of bed and I was at a stream from bed rest that it'll pass, I'll get over this?
no, I know. I don't like to let the people I care about down. And
You haven't let us down. We love you. And you're dealing with medical. That's not letting anybody down. That's life. I know how you feel. I understand how you feel, but you haven't done anything to let anyone down.
especially with my website, I had all these people that I promised that the website was going to do well and everything else, and then this happened, and everybody took time out of their day to write stuff, and things were going good, and I blew it because this happened to me.
You didn't blow anything, man.
Blown anything.
You're talking about sickest of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just how do I say this? You're the driving force behind the website. Doesn't necessarily mean you've let anyone down because because of what happened to you.
No,
I mean,
know,
let's be real. Shit happens. Bad things happen. What the hell? And this is one of those times where, let's say, you're there for most of us a lot of the time. There's nothing wrong with us being there for you when you need it, man. Had I been paying more attention, I've been caught up in my shit for like 2 months now. I've fallen off of everything. And had I known what was going on, I would have reached out to you much sooner. So I'm sorry, that I didn't know.
No, you're fine.
Because it's just, and I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about dropping you a message today about new articles I wanted to write. Because I want to get, I want to start writing again for the website because I
Yeah.
looked. I said because I was looking at the drafts today, and the last thing I started writing was the Disney thing, and I didn't even finish it.
I want to get some fresh content up, but just I can't work the the thing because the nerve pain in my arm is I can't do anything with my arm, and this is my dominant hand, and because of the trapped nerve that I have under my C5 vertebrae, it just I've got incredible pain in my back under my right shoulder blade and all in my right arm, and I have no feeling or anything, and I'm starting to get a little movement back. Things are coming back very slowly. I've got a little movement, but I still get incredible pain, and it sucks. And I've just been on. I mean, this is my life right now. All this medication.
Oh.
It's a pain. I want things to come back normally. I don't want to sit here popping a bunch of pills every day and being stuck in bed.
Yeah. Did they say how long that was going to be? Like, did they say how long it's going to take for you to get better and not have an issue, or is it just?
I don't think. I honestly, at this point, Lane, I don't know until they do. I don't know if there's anything that is really going to make it better until they go in and do surgery.
Oh, you have to go in for surgery?
Probably.
Jesus. I mean, I know pinch. I think from my bare bones knowledge, I think pinched nerves can be treated and undone.
Well, it's worse. The
Probably.
I have the vertebrae in my spine. My C5, C6, C7 are they are. I have severe compression in my neck for some reason. The doctor doesn't know what to make of it because there's no trauma or anything. But when you look, I've had an X-ray and a CT scan, and he's looked at both, and he said, I mean, this is crazy. There's no trauma, anything like that, but you barely have anything in there between your vertebrae, you're in danger of having everything fused together. Like
it's going to be pretty serious like that for them to consider surgery, because surgery on your back and stuff like that's pretty serious. I have osteoarthritis in my spine, and the doctor was saying that, like, if unless it gets to the state where you can't walk, surgery will just end up making it worse because of the recovery time and all that effort you've got to put into it to recover.
I can walk. This is in more the top of my spine, so it's affecting my upper extremities.
Yeah. It definitely depends partly on how the injuries impacting and stuff like that, because when my mom, even though she could, they had to do major back surgery on it because it was inside the spinal column, so if it pinched wrong, it could actually try to paralyze her.
Yeah, it could be serious like that to do the back surgery. And
I just don't want to sit around here and feel like a damn cripple.
I myself had a motorcycle accident where I ripped up quite a bit of my body, and I think that what helped me get through the recovery on that was it was the constant positive attitude that I had, and that I would reduce the amount of pain killers I was taking so that I could do more. And I think that that's what helped the recovery and why the physiotherapy to get it all back wasn't needed so much, because I just and even with my back now with the osteoarthritis, when my back locks up and I can't move for a week, I still keep trying to move, and you've got to balance it, because if you do too much, then you're going to do more damage and it's going to be detrimental. But then if you don't do enough, you're going to get like the muscle wastage and stuff like that. So it's just trying to find that balance is the tricky part.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and say hello and
Drew,
It's good to have you here, man.
look at me, Drew.
Mhm.
You know I'm here for you anytime. I don't want to see you talking like that, and you're not giving me a call or letting me help you through things, okay?
Oh, you know me, Rosetta. I'm stubborn.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm a stubborn bitch, aren't I?
I know, but
I've-
you know me.
I was about to go off camera and call you while I was sitting here on stream, okay?
I know, honey, but you just know how I am. You know I'm stubborn. You know I like to try to face things head on by myself, and I try to keep it minimized with
I
with
know.
other people because I don't want to feel like I'm burdening anyone.
But Drew, I actually feel better and handle better taking care of other people than myself. Case in point, you know what I'm going through right now. Most people here don't, and I'm not going to talk about it. But
Right.
I'm going through that flare up. I'm going through depression. I'm going through all this pain. I'm at the point where I'm sitting there bawling, hating myself. I see somebody post, one of my friends posted that he was feeling suicidal. What did I spend the night doing?
No, you go and talk to them.
Helping him. Guess what? I was no longer thinking about anymore. My own pain.
Yeah, there are a lot of sort of spiritual practices that say that, like, when the things are at their worst, the thing you should do is charity, and that, like, yeah, it sort of distracts you from your problems and makes you feel better because you're helping somebody else.
Yeah.
Best case scenarios, you'll eventually understand what's getting you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm gonna pop off, but I appreciate you. I
Okay.
really do.
Just do me a favor, Drew, before you go.
Hmm.
Promise me you will call me in the next few days and let me know how you're doing.
I'll keep you in the loop, hon. I will.
And if you don't call me within a few days, I will call you.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you in the loop. And yeah, we'll have to figure out some sort of plan, and we'll get the site back. We'll get it current anyway.
Yeah, I say I will send you a DM as soon as I figure out what it is I want to write because I have a few ideas.
Yeah. And thank you, chat, Dinosaur and Parrothead and Michael for the
Hey,
kind
Drew,
words.
think back to our old streams together. I'm right now colorizing and shadowing actually tits in artwork.
Yeah, dude, say Drew missed a lot of fun earlier.
They're not nipples in your glasses, though.
No, I'm not as good as that. All right, I'll see you.
Hey,
Catch you later, dude.
take care of yourself, man.
Yeah.
I will. I'll try.
We love you.
Love you.
God, that was heartbreaking to see.
He'll be okay, I think.
Yeah, but I'm a mama hen.
Yes,
That's
I
how
know.
I survive all my shit.
In addition to being filthy minded, yeah, I know.
No. The filthy minded is how I survive my marriage.
Well, fair enough, but it's still a coping mechanism.
And a few other mechanisms too.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, you love it, you filthy animal. You know it.
I can't say that I don't. I can pretend that I don't, but I can't actually say it. Hail the Drew. We need to get that hashtag going, by the way.
For sure, that dude is. I don't know the guy, but yeah, I feel for the guy.
Drew
for
is
sure.
a really good dude.
When I was starting to stream with the community and stuff back in October. He was one of the people I was streaming with a lot, and I spent a good portion in November and December and part of January fundraising to help with stuff for his mom after she had her stroke on Halloween. And so I've dealt with a lot of stuff with him. So he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, it sounds like he's gone through a bit of a tough time.
Yeah, and I really understand that. Holy shit.
I didn't hear the whole thing of what was going on, but yeah, I'm hoping that there's a road to recovery for him. Yeah.
This is fuck.
So get the hashtag going. Hail the Drew.
Hail the Drew.
Hail the Drew.
Hail to Drew.
And now you know also why I came on this stream tonight was also because I was in that kind of state earlier today. I thought coming in here and fucking up your stream would make me laugh and forget my misery for a bit.
I think it made you forget a lot of it for a good length of time.
You know, since the lockdown, I found that my depression has actually been like pretty like balanced. It's like I haven't had too much of a problem with it. In fact, been kind of feeling pretty good. I mean, it's sort of like when you're like you see all the other chickens running around, screaming the sky is falling, and you're standing around, sort of not having the sky fall.
Here's the thing about the there's very few things I had in my life for balance. I like my workspace, which I've only recently got back because of this, but I need my husband time. I'm very much agoraphobic with crowds and people, and so the side of me needs my husband in order to deal with that. This is the problem. When the lockdown started, they sent him home to work because he's an engineer. He can work from computers remotely.
Yeah.
The problem is that because they do very specific engineering and very detailed stuff, he had to be on constant conference calls working with people all over the world while he was working. And because they work with specific things, I can't be in the room while he's doing that because there's security under federal law.
Yeah.
So guess what? We had to go through for almost 3 months. It took to get a computer for his office because everything was back ordered for getting computers for the home because of all these people who now had to work from home. He took my workspace, my stream space, my art space, and I was locked out of my part of the house 16 plus hours a day and unable to spend time with him.
Yeah, that space, that sort of sacred space that you sort of where you lock yourself in to do your art, to do your creating, to not have access to that is like
access to my husband when I'm 900 miles.
I would say, yeah, the two things compounding each other is just, my God, that's such a sucky situation.
And I'm about 900 miles from my family, so what else do I have really at that point?
Yeah, so I've had friends and family relatively close by, so it hasn't been too bad for that sort of thing.
So, I got pretty depressed for a while going through all that because I didn't have what I need the most in life, which is my husband, really, even though he was in the house and I could hear faintly that his voice is coming from here. I was not allowed to try to hear what he's saying or talk to him because of the security regulations. So I literally knew where my husband was and couldn't be with him.
Yeah, it's like you know those sci-fis where the person's like phased just out of reality and they can see the people but they can't interact with them.
Actually, I kind of that's like getting trapped in my own head from seizure damage. Correct. So I actually understand that feeling. But yeah, that was what I went through with this. And so it fucked up things for a while for me because I had no human interaction. I could barely stream, I could barely post, I could barely do anything, and I couldn't do most of my art. But I was stuck in the
Yeah.
house.
So yeah, it's like solitary confinement almost.
It was not good.
You see, I've had somewhat the opposite of that. My phone company has been giving me free credit, so I've had heaps of credit to do stuff on the internet. I've had friends and family relatively close by. A friend who I used to drive around back in the day when first getting a license recently got a new car, so like now it's sort of like, well, you owe me, you can drive me around, and that's been pretty good. Having access to the computers and all the equipment I've got, so I've been able to do all the creating I want to do. That's the only thing that's really happened is because of the lockdown.
That's what's finding me sanity right now is that I've got jobs now working colorist work and stuff for comics and stuff, and I'm working on my photo books. At least I've got my workspace back, but I still don't get anywhere near enough time with him, and I'm still alone most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I've done the whole sort of like going into the Himalayan mountains and living in the ashram and stuff like that, and the going into silence for long periods and 6 to 8 months at a time and doing nothing but meditation. So when it comes to the being alone and stuff like that, it's sort of like, oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm a mountain girl. I grew up in the Black Hills. I grew up around the Bible stuff, so I get that part. But I also grew up with severe medical issues and things where they didn't trust me being alone because I had the seizures for years, which were actually tearing holes in my brain. They were so severe.
Nasty.
And because of that, once the seizures were healed, they still didn't want me to be on my own anywhere because of the damage and the way things would misfire and screw up and stuff. So I've never really been alone.
Yeah, you see, I'm the opposite. I've always been alone. I've always been sort of gravitate to my own company.
Well, not that I didn't enjoy my privacy and my quiet at times, but I've never truly been secluded either because I was always being watched and protected because of the damage.
Yeah, so there's always that safety net there. There's always that contact.
This year was the first time I ever traveled anything on my own in my life.
That'd have been pretty hairy.
The first day I traveled on my own. I did a 1-day trip. I went over into Wisconsin and met Tom Connors, which I'm going back there to see him Tuesday. So, the second time, because I did a couple short trips to make sure I was ready for the big one.
Yeah.
The second time was a couple days after that, was to go meet a friend over in Kansas City. And the day he tried to take me around the city to see where he lives and the stuff he grew up doing was the day we were in a hit and run on the highway from the stone driver that drove into the door I was sitting at.
Yeah, nasty. That's when you're trying to do soft exposure and you get hit in a car accident. Oh, awesome timing.
And some way she managed to just scrape the car just right. She didn't actually
not that T-bone it, just sort of sideswipe.
It was a pretty good one though. But his response is he instantly starts swearing up like a sailor as he's pulling over to deal with it, until he looks sideways and sees me doubled over, shaking and hurting, and then he starts wait. The mode switched.
Yeah.
It was I'll kill them that did this to fix broken woman.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that I have spinal damage from a childhood injuries, and
so the impact could be really bad.
It ended up bruising 7 bones up the spinal column.
Ouch. Yeah.
So that took when I made my big trip, I still had the freaking bruised spine. And my big trip I started here, which is over in Iowa. And I drove down to Pensacola to do stuff in Florida with guys from Geeks and Gamers.
So you're doing this all with a bruised spine?
Yeah, on my own.
On your own, with a bruised spine.
And then I
And
drove
your
through
agoraphobia. Okay.
to Vegas, where my husband flew in to do stuff with me in Cali for a family event. And to meet Milestone and them. And he had to fly.
I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm sorry if I laugh. I'm not laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I laugh.
No, this was really beyond what I should have done, but I'm
Yeah, no. I was thinking soft exposure is supposed to be little bits easy, not like not from frying pan to fire.
Yeah, I mean, it's soft exposure. I do the short trip, I get injured, and then I do the big trip anyways.
Yeah.
But after he flew out of Vegas, I drove through the middle of the country, through the freaking Rockies and stuff, into Kansas City, and went and spent more time with my boy that I didn't get to really enjoy the time with because we got hurt.
Yeah. But then I'm sure that drive would have been quite picturesque.
Some of it was photos. Part of why I had to do this as a drive is A, I can't really medically fly, but also B, I'm a nature photographer and I hadn't been to the South, so I wanted photos.
Yeah, that would have been a nice place to get some good stuff.
I did almost hit a freaking gator on the highway in Louisiana.
That's like leaning into stereotypes, isn't it?
Well, about 20 feet past the Welcome to Mississippi sign on the highway was a car on fire with a bunch of cops trying to put it out.
Okay.
So,
So like was it the movies and stuff I've been watching are true?
this is what my experience was, and the thing is, the trip as much hard.
So you're painting a picture of Preacher for me here.
Actually, right now I'm coloring a picture with tits on it, but that's not the point.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
But
2 points.
That's been the point for the past hour and a half. Don't listen to her when she says that's not the point. That's like several points at once. So.
Oh no, we completely wrecked this stream with so much bad sex stuff. It wasn't even funny.
Here's the thing: she makes it seem like she wrecked the stream. The stream didn't really have any form. Don't listen to her when she says she wrecked the stream. She didn't wreck the stream.
The only thing that wrecks a stream is when the Twitter cuts you off midstream. And you're like, that's the only problem.
I mean, I did have. I'm not gonna lie. I did have the intent to talk about, the Inquisition we have going on, shall we say? But I also had plans to have my friend here with me, and he's not here to help me. So,
is that the Joe Rogan Inquisition?
No, that's the SJW Inquisition.
Well, yeah, the SJW is going after Joe Rogan apparently.
Oh no, I just mean everything going on in general. I'm just calling
it.
I'm just calling it the fucking Inquisition because you have cancel culture, you have Karen culture, you have freaking the riots in the streets and people going in lockstep, going after anybody who disagrees, and then you have fucking Neil Druckman and his bullshit with The Last of Us Part 2.
Cockman.
Look, I am not gonna resort to the childish name calling.
I am.
Yes, see, but here's the thing. He's already an asshole. If I go and, try to, mock him and everything, not that my piddly ass is going to make a dent anyway, but even assuming it did, just calling him, just going that route is just going to give the asshole more ammunition.
I don't fucking care. He can go fuck himself.
I know you don't care, but I'm not going to go to that level.
You're nicer than I am. I'm the bitch.
It's more practicality. It's not necessarily nice. No. Honestly, I think he should fuck himself with a stale loaf of French bread. But
I don't think there's a practicality, honestly, because I don't think it matters what we say. I think he's going to find a way to distort it to, I'm a poor victim, poor me. Look, they don't like my video game where I'm having sodomized. Fuck him.
Yep.
It's going to be, no matter what you do, it's going to be a case of you're disliking his product based on your politics and based on your wrong think and your bad thoughts and your bad opinions. That's what's the problem.
Oh,
not
definitely.
anything to do with, say, bad writing, a shitty game that's no good. That doesn't come into it.
Or
That's
a
not in.
creepy,
That's
anally sodomizing scene that looks like the characters have been morphed into
Yeah,
non-gendered.
yeah, because that scene adds a whole fuck ton to the story.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've heard about it.
Fuck ton is not the right words considering what that scene is there.
That's pretty appropriate,
A ton
honestly.
fuck?
Fuck a ton.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like, I don't know. The games like that, they have like those style of games that I haven't played it myself, but I understand it. It's a similar style of game to stuff like the Far Cry and stuff like that. It only a little bit more on the cinematic side of things, and from what I understand, but like they have a like history, or at least what I've seen of them. The characters tend to look a little bit grotesque.
Yeah,
they seem to put a bit of effort into it. I think playing Far Cry 4, the 3 to 4, it's like they made the characters look more grotesque and more like they were just skeletons wearing a skin suit of the character. And so like there is something there of this progression of making the characters look like we're using the latest technology to make things look absolutely wonderful. And when you go and look at it, go, oh, these characters kind of look like, yeah, there's just a ugly look about the game.
they look like they could use a few sandwiches.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What?
Bringing up sandwiches.
Sandwiches are amazing, though.
You know why you bring that up when I'm around.
I completely forgot until you mentioned it.
I got no idea what the
bring him in here,
sandwiches
though.
are.
We need to bring him. We need the sandwich. Actually, I do want a sandwich now. I don't know what I want, though. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to.
The reason why this is a thing is because this is one of my husband's favorite things to troll me with. One sec.
Oh, I absolutely love it. It's funny as hell. And she gets so worked up over it. It's like,
no, I don't. I enjoy torturing him back.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That. My husband did a poll the other day asking which one of these hashtags I troll my wife with do you like the most? 2 people in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Savage Sandwich Wench.
So here is the list he had. One sec, I got to pull it up here. He had make me a sandwich. No, one sec.
A friend of mine, we grew up together through our hardcore party years and whatnot. And she recently got a car and drove me down to the shops. And she was just giving me a hard time going on about this and that, like stuff I wasn't really paying any attention to. And as we're walking through the dog food section, I just grabbed a small tin of dog food, the little mini tins for one little dog that you can get. You just picked one of those up off the shelf and handed it to her.
I'm hungry. Get out! Okay, back to the stupid poll, which said "Make me a sandwich" is one of the hashtags.
Make me a sandwich.
The Savage Sandwich Wench is one of the others. Shut Up Woman is one of them, and Grope a Tit is one of them.
Grope a Tit. But the Make Me a Sandwich one is just so obvious that you need to go and find a cheap sandwich costume. And then when he says that, you just drag the sandwich costume out, and here you go. Or you get one of those, the Harry Potter ones where you press the button that lights up and makes noises and stuff.
Fuck Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying you need the wand for the prop. And then when he says "Make me a sandwich," you stand over the top of him with the wand and you just wave it around in a few circles. Tap him once, you are now a sandwich.
He heard me say the word sandwich to you, Atlantean. He came in here carrying a plate going, "Dinner?" I'm like,
Applause for him. He's awesome.
That's like some
I haven't
high-level
officially
trolling
met
there.
him, and I already like him.
Yeah, that's some.
Oh,
That's
God.
that's great.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I am actually working on an actual job here.
Okay.
Yeah, you go. You gotta.
Despite the
Get
fact
them
that I pointed out that
double
despite the fact that I commented that I'm, colorizing boobs, it is actually
It is work.
Yeah.
I
Hard
like the-
work, but someone's got to do it.
But
Hard work, but someone's got to.
oh, come on. Don't lead her down this road again. Please don't.
But I like this road.
Of course she does.
What can I say? The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, I know. I spent the last hour and a half dealing with them and another one. And she had the bright idea of trying to bring other people in to crash the stream.
But nobody was answering it. How do you
Oh.
know?
And it's like it's everybody that I don't know. It's like, why the fuck do you want to bring them in? I don't know these people.
That's what makes it
That's how
fun.
fun. Yeah. I do that when my
What Drunk did to Shellback the other day. Shellback shared a link saying he was feeling down and he was going to stream a bit. Drunk posted it publicly, telling all his friends to go in here.
I've got a review show, and I always put the link out for everybody for that one. And like sometimes I'm just there by myself, and I'll just go through a review for whatever it is I'm reviewing, an old TV show or movie. And then sometimes like a bunch of people will turn up, or one person will turn up, and we'll just get sidetracked and talk about something completely different for an hour.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And it's still entertaining and it's still interesting because you're having like it's the conversation that's like, yeah, this is really you're in it.
Yeah. I say this stream I've been doing, this is basically a weekly stream that I've been doing for about 2 months now. And normally there's another guy.
Normally don't invite me because you're an asshole.
Well, most of the time I try to invite you, but you're usually busy anyway.
You never send me the link. Fuck that shit.
Well, I nearly didn't jump into this one because I sort of have my own stream coming on a little bit later, and I sort of like was setting up for that and like putting out my own posts for that. And I thought, oh, there's a link there for a stream. I suppose I've got a like half hour or so,
yeah, it's like
spend some time.
The stream lead.
Yeah, we'll just go see what's happening over here for a while.
It leads you to a rabbit hole with a creepy guy in heart-shaped sunglasses.
Rabbit hole! Rabbit hole!
the rabbit
hole.
Rabbit hole. We get it.
With colored boobies. Coloring boobies.
She's thinking of a different kind of rabbit. You know, the joke would have written itself pretty well.
Touchy brand rabbit.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. I wonder if she's noticed yet.
Probably not.
Noticed what?
Looking there.
I have a habit of having tickers across
You
the
have another guest you can change the name on too, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know him enough to mess with him.
That makes it more fun.
Well, what am I gonna call him? British
You
bloke?
don't know-
Tea sipper?
What are you talking about? I'm not British.
You're not?
No, I'm Australian.
Oh. I mean, to be honest, man, they sound kind of similar.
No, they don't.
Well, not to an Australian anyway.
Okay, to a dumbass Yankee
wait.
like me, I said kind of similar. I mean, obviously there are differences, but
No. If he's Australian, then you put on something like kangaroo effer or something. Or, remember that Australia is entirely peopled by criminals.
yeah, it used to be a penal colony.
Yeah, you just change it to something like inmate number and then a serial number.
By the way, the reason I was laughing at this is because I actually have a lot of friends in multiple communities that I stream and interact with on Twitter that are Aussie. The one I was telling him about earlier this stream that I've been tormenting because he's been in my streams lately so much. Gelf, or as I renamed him when I found out I could name my guests on my own, I changed his name to Girthwanker.
Girthwanker. Okay.
Because his name is Gelf Walker.
Gelf Walker.
He's an Aussie.
Okay.
He's an Aussie boy. I torment him. You would think I would hesitate slightly because he's the main moderator for Umbrella Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd hesitate a little bit. No, I torment him more.
I don't know. Australians can go either way on it. So you're like, in the moment when you're making fun of an Australian, they're generally pretty easygoing in the moment when you're making fun of them.
No.
If they can stick it back in you, and if they can like turn it back on you, like they'll stick in the fork if they
I
can.
torture him, and then I go over to Umbrella Guy's channel, and he starts nagging Umbrella Guy to do all these different things for me because she's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
So
It can go either way. It can go either way with an Australian. It's like, yeah, but we're pretty good about people making fun of us and sense of humor sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think the Australians have a reputation for being able to take a bit of it.
What is she
Dirty.
giggling at?
Take a bit. Dirty.
Why did I ask?
Yeah, you got to watch the phrasing. Yeah.
Dirty.
Why did I subject myself to 3 hours of this? Why?
Because you love me.
Well, yes, that's a given, though.
And because you had the crazy notion to send a link to somebody who's been recently outed to the community as an erotica writer. Methinks you kind of did this to yourself.
But you also make the mistake that I'm thinking of these things as I'm sending you the invite.
No, I'm not saying you were thinking about it. I'm just saying you should have thought about it.
But see, I don't know these things.
Pay attention then once in a while.
Oh yeah,
I myself.
It's all over. It's kind of been all over lately.
Yes,
I don't pay a lot of attention to the community because like a lot of the stuff that's going on from my perspective is just dramas that I'm not that really interested in. Like the whole what was it? There was like was it War Campaign, Comics Gate?
Oh, that's
no.
There's
no.
I don't pay any attention to that
What?
shit. I don't care about that. Just the different, the different, like the dramas and stuff that go on. I'm just not interested in.
No.
So a lot of the stuff.
This has nothing to do with the battles between the community. This has something to do with somebody who's been using sock accounts to harass a friend of mine who decided that the way he was going to try to silence my friend was to start posting pictures of me when I was young and threatening to come after me.
That's fucking nasty. That's just fucking doxing.
The only site he could have
close enough to it anyway.
The only site he could have gotten those off of is one under a pen name where I used to write erotica. So it kind of got outed.
There's nothing wrong with. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with writing it. It's just.
Yeah.
But so this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. This is somebody using sock accounts to literally threaten me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
what I was trying to say before. She's telling
me.
Not
that I'm saying that it's
And I'm working all the fucking time. Like quite literally, I'm in a van.
I'm working all the time. I wasn't even involved in the fucking posts where this happened until this guy started threatening me and they started tagging me standing up.
But I honestly I haven't been around to really notice anything. So I know it's a piss poor excuse to some people, but I'm a workaholic. I spend all my time at work and I can't, it's not like I can look at my phone when I'm driving.
Look at it this way. What do I do? I'm legally disabled and not allowed normal jobs, but I work my nature photography every morning. I get up at 5. I'm doing hikes and drives and stuff, tracking stuff down. I get home at noon to 2, depending on the day, depending on if I have to do my other charity work and inner city work or not.
Yep.
And then I'm working on my books
Mhm.
while I'm moderating streams, while I'm hosting streams, while I'm interacting, while I'm helping promote people, while I'm doing all this stuff, while I'm running the home, while I'm taking care of my husband.
Yeah.
I'm also working on my photo books. I'm also designing these books. I'm also organizing the photos. I'm working on the colorist job I have. I'm working on the test pages for other jobs I'm trying to get.
Yes. Your point
I'm
being.
working basically 5 a.m. to 1 to 3 a.m. every day.
Yes.
I know what you mean by overworked.
I wasn't saying overworked. I'm saying I spend all of my time in a van, so I don't have the luxury of being able to keep up with things even while I am at work like I used to be able to with my old job. I am, I don't have the luxury of being able to pay attention because I drive.
Yeah, it's
And
good when you have
my only
a
chance to
desktop.
catch up is at the end of the day, and by that point it's like 8 hours of shit that I have to scroll through. It's like, okay, it's like I can't, I just haven't been able to pay attention.
But yeah, so that's what was happening with that one. Is literally I was being threatened. So I posted after they did all this that, okay, so great, you found an old website I was on. I'll save you the effort. Yeah, I used to write erotica and horror stories. Share them. I fucking dare you. I don't care.
Yeah, like
I got a whole bunch of support from people and a shitload of messages from people asking for links so they could read it.
well, yeah, because they probably like your work, so they want to see what creative things you come up with.
That's pretty cool.
That's one way of putting it.
Or they're just really, really, really dirty.
That's probably more of it. Especially knowing my friends.
They're just home trying to find something else to fap to.
But
it's a struggle.
So that's where that happens. So I'm at this point right now. I'm like, I don't freaking fucking care what people say anymore. I'm just going to be honest about it because fuck it.
Yeah, I'm sort of the same way where I think I'm going to do me. I'm doing what I'm doing. If people don't like it and people have negative comments for it, great. Goodbye.
I kind of look at, okay, great. They found the erotica. If I was really that ultra worried about it, I would have destroyed the web page the day I decided to start becoming a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And changed all names related to the page.
Hide the evidence. If you were worried about it.
Not that somebody, if they spent enough time, probably couldn't still find a way, but it'd be a lot more difficult.
A lot more work went into it.
And to be fair, also, I dare anybody to find everything I've ever done because I have over 30 pen names I've used in my life.
What time is it? Holy shit.
Speaking of time, I've got to get going. I've got a couple minutes left before I've got to start doing some streaming and stuff.
Well, person I've never met, thank you for stopping by.
That's not a worry. Thank you for having me on your show. It's great. It's been a lot of fun. A great laugh.
Yeah, to say the very least.
Nice seeing you guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch you later.
Take care.
Later. There we go. Get some applesauce. Oh God. I'm sorry.
I'm so tired right now.
Yes. Yeah. So
but you're still on the air.
I know I'm still on the air. I'm not. The stream technically isn't done, but it probably should be. So yeah. I want to call it here. So, yeah. Thank you all for showing up, and I don't think any people are still left watching. But hey, thank you. We'll catch you all later. All right.